Guys, Alex here from Hot Bulls with another video for you guys. We're going to kind of change the pace a little bit here and kind of do a little different video than what you guys are used to. Now don't be going and clicking back and getting out of the channel. This is probably something you guys might want to hear or you're kind of interested in or have been seen on social media being blasted literally everywhere. This past Friday I did take a personal day off. I did some of my own things. I went up north to Turlock. I actually was supporting a toy drive up there. So I was gone, but my phone was still on me. And now, even though I wasn't responding to a lot of the messages, my phone was blowing up. People were tagging me, sending me DMs, sharing the stories and videos, and I was getting phone calls and saying, is it true? Is it true? Did you hear? So guys, we're going to kind of talk about it a little bit, and we're going to kind of get my input on it. Now, this is a personal opinion on what I'm expressing here. This does not, reflect back on anything. Now, I know some of the facts, but I don't know all the facts. And if any other guys from LOWRIDER or even Beto or any of you guys are in, you guys are obviously going to know more than we do and know more than us. But we did get a phone call, and it was Monday from Martha. And he wanted to kind of clarify stuff with us, in which we expected this to come, the phone call to come, and we expected, hearing all this stuff. And obviously with social media, stuff gets exaggerated, stuff gets blown out of proportion, stuff isn't said the way it should be said or isn't presented the way it should be said. And a lot of times this is also goes back to corporate stuff. You guys got to remember, LOWRIDER is owned by a big company. And it has been recently getting bought out in the last few years, and it got bought out a few times. And in the end, it all comes down to numbers. And if it's not producing, they gotta cut it. And now I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, well, I buy it and I support it. I've been a subscriber to LOWRIDER for X amount of years. Yeah, and I get it. There is a lot of subscribers, and there's a lot of true fans, a lot of true followers. This is a lifestyle for a lot of us. But you gotta remember, we are a very small percentage of the car industry. And not only the car industry, we're a very small percentage in the overall world in general. So a lot of you guys are so narrow-minded on this stuff. Like, you guys got to remember, LOWRIDER is not only a magazine, it is not only a brand, and is something that we live by. I mean, we all pretty much live by LOWRIDER. Regardless of the cars and this, we are all LOWRIDER down deep in our hearts. But you just got to remember, in the end, it's a business. And like a lot of businesses, they come and go. Luckily, LOWRIDER hung on for as long as they could. But this is where a lot of you guys are getting it twisted. And a lot of you guys are going and, trying to figure out how you're getting your money back for the shows. And, you pre-reg this and that. LOWRIDER is only ending the hard copy magazine. Everything else about LOWRIDER is not changing. Now, hopefully there is changes being made in the future, and hopefully they see the changes that have been occurring in the industry, and hopefully they adapt to them. But LOWRIDER is only ending the hard copy, the physical copy that you have in your hand. Digital subscriptions, from what I'm assuming, is not going to end. Digital website obviously is not going to end. LOWRIDER also just picked up, I believe it's the 5th season. Somebody correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong. But I believe it's the 5th season of LOWRIDER Role Models, which to me has been one of the biggest impacts LOWRIDER has made in general in a very long time. Because it focused on the better side of LOWRIDER, the strong side, the side that we all try to represent on a daily. But even though with some of the big sponsors, it is only some of the sponsors as far as, the production of LOWRIDER Role Models. It is very expensive. I personally saw art get filmed here for LOWRIDER Role Models, and the production and the companies that they use are very professional companies, and the whole layout and the lighting and everything that went into it, it was amazing. It was one of the most amazing productions we have seen, even coming from filming with big TV companies and stuff like that. It was one of the best guys, not guys, but one of the best production companies we have worked with in a long time, and seen the way they ran and the organization of everything. It was very impressive. And that falls back to having a major sponsor like Quaker and Shell. And well, so you guys are all blowing this up on IG, blowing it up on Facebook. I saw it going through a whole bunch of the lowrider groups and stuff. Remember, relax, guys. It's not that big of a deal. And I say it's not that big of a deal because I have seen it coming a long time ago. That is the reason why I started pushing the YouTube channel years back. And I really just started pushing the YouTube channel. I mean, I opened my channel, I think 3 years ago, but I really didn't start putting content on there until about a year ago. So that is why I kind of want to touch bases with you, because I want to get your guys' opinion on it too. But I also want you guys to hear my opinion on it. Things change. Times change. And, well, just like everything else, you got to progress with them. And, you know, a lot of you guys were coming into the store in the last few days like, oh my God, did you hear? Did you hear? Yes, we heard. But am I surprised? No, I'm really not surprised. And a lot of people were like shocked when they heard me say that. And I'm like, you gotta remember, this is my opinion, but I am not surprised, because literally every 7-Eleven, I mean, since I don't stop at a lot of them, but in the mornings I'll grab, you know, me a drink or something, but 7-Elevens don't even carry magazines anymore. And I talked to one of the owners at the 7-Eleven because, you know, obviously I've seen him for years and years every morning, and we become friends. And he pretty much told me magazines don't sell. Not just Lowrider, magazines in general. You know, the gun magazines, the makeup magazines, People, any type of magazine that is out there. He says they just weren't selling. Again, do you guys get it? Everything is going digital. Everything. Now, a lot of people, you know, don't want to get on the digital trend, but you got to understand that's where it's going. That's where society has moved to. Technology has advanced to that point. But it doesn't mean Lowrider has to end, in which it's not ending. It's only the hard copy. But what I think personally is I think they need to, and again, I'm expressing my opinion only. This is my opinion. I think they need to adjust. We do understand that obviously Lowrider has to make money to produce content, to pay all the people that's involved with Lowrider. So yes, they have to have ads. A lot of guys don't like the ads, which me personally, I'm not a fan of it. And especially the Lowrider website, I think it is horrible. I'm sorry, Lowrider. Again, this is my opinion, but I think it is a horrible website. Because you click on there, and before you know it, it's like boom, 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 boom. All these freaking ads pop up. And it was like almost like you forgot to pay for your virus subscription. It was literally like, and it's like you see an ad for just stuff popping up. Again, Lowrider has to make money. But I think there's different ways to go about it besides to bombard the loyal Lowrider fans and customers and the guys who live by this lifestyle. There's different ways to put ads on there and still get paid without making it look like you forgot to pay for your Norton's antivirus. But another thing is the Lowrider website is slow. Not only here at the shop, because I mean the shop website the shop Wi-Fi is because we're literally like blocked in here with all concrete cinder blocks. So you take 2 steps outside, I get great service. In here the service is kind of so I expect everything else to be kind of So when I log onto the Lowrider website, even here, it's like I'm waiting for AOL to be like and make a whole bunch of noise because it literally takes forever. I don't know, I mean, I'm not a website guy, but I'm pretty sure it's all the stuff they got popping up and loading and ads popping up here and rotating and traveling left and right, and the shoes are rotating and the ad for CPP is going this way. It's literally like there's so many moving parts of that website that it just takes a long time, I feel like they could definitely tone back on the advertisements on the main page and in between every 2 pictures. I'm going to try to find a picture on there and scroll through the article. But again, it's a business. Lowrider has to make money, and I get it. But I believe there's different ways to go about it than doing it that way. Also, the website is so slow that I normally go on there and I get frustrated when I'm searching for something and I just end up clicking off. So, did I see it coming? Yes, I saw it coming. I saw it coming a long time ago. You gotta remember, there's no more penny saver, there's no more recycler. It's just a thing of the past. When was the last time you really walked out to your driveway and picked up a newspaper? Now, some of you guys might say you still get it. Some of you guys are gonna say you don't get it. Me personally, I don't even think I've ever seen anyone even drive by in the last 3 years dropping off a newspaper in our neighborhood. And things are just digital. It's a digital world now. You guys are obviously watching this either on your phone, Android, iPhone, computer, tablet. You guys are watching this on one of those platforms or one of those units, digital. And along with everything else, times change. Now a lot of guys go, but yeah, low riding is about tradition and about this and back in the 80s and back in the 70s. Yes, I get it. I get it. Just because the hard copy's gone doesn't mean the tradition has to die. But you're also not carrying around a pager from back then. You're also not carrying around a big old block phone. Times change. We gotta, everyone, not just lowrider, but everyone is jumping on board. Look at all the new cars coming out with all the incorporated, safety equipment. Obviously, everything is for the better good. Now, everyone is taking this and making it a big negativity part, but what I see that could be done here, in which I feel like lowrider hasn't really grasped the concept yet, is the digital platform. They are doing good on the lives, and they do great on a whole bunch of other stuff. But me personally, being that I interact with you guys on all my IGs and all my Facebooks and all the shop stuff, I interact with you guys as much as I can on there. And YouTube, one of my biggest platforms, I feel like they could go and grab one of those articles that used to be in the magazine, a how-to, and make it a live version. Now, I feel like that's better because what happens is, let's say you got your magazine. Yeah, you flip through it so many times. Eventually, the pages get all jacked up if you're looking at it for that long. Normally, it gets tossed somewhere, it gets put away, gets thrown away after you read it the first time. Now, a year later, you go, man, I remember I read an article in Lowrider, but you threw it away. So the best part about digital is you just click back in time, and thank God for YouTube, you could go back and you could search years and years of stuff. If Lowrider jumped on board a long time ago. Which now I feel like with the hard copy gone, hopefully they jump on. Because I think how-tos, tech articles are going to be so much better now because they are limited to what they could write in a story, in an article, in a tech. They're limited to what they could write. On YouTube or any type of digital platform, you're pretty much unlimited on your time. It's really on how much you want to express. So a lot of you guys are taking this as a negative. Lowrider's gone, I don't know what I'm going to do. I take it as a positive because I feel like at this point, lowrider could go and finally grow back into where it used to be. Now it's all going to be a numbers game now. A lot of guys I asked that came into the shop, they're telling me, hey, did you hear about lowrider? Yes. I told everyone, yes, yeah, I heard about it. What do you think about it? And when I told them, I'm not surprised, they look at me funny. I go, realistically, do you subscribe? They go, no. I go, when was the last time you bought a copy? I don't know. I normally just go into the store and I read it and then I put it back. Well, that right there is why the low riding and the magazine itself dies, because stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I did it too. When we had articles and cars coming out, I go look at it, take a picture of it, put it back on the shelf. Because honestly, I didn't want to pay $7.99 or $8.99, whatever it was. But it's just kind of how things were. And now I think lowrider can only get better from here. Obviously, they're gonna, what you guys are thinking as their low point, I'm actually thinking it as should be their peak to the top. Now, a lot of you guys might disagree with me on this, but everything is going digital. When you go and sit down and you take your crap, what do? Most of you guys are gonna grab your phone. If you say you don't grab your phone, you're lying, because most of you guys take your phone in there. When you're laying in bed and you can't figure out what you want to watch on TV, what do? Grab your phone. When you're waiting in traffic, which is against the law, but what do you guys mostly do? Grab your phone. Remember, guys, and this is a great way to do this too, is if you have an iPhone or Android, go back on your active minutes on your phone and check how many active minutes you are on your phone every day. Your phones actually track that. So if you guys didn't know that, I don't do tech articles or how-to articles on that, but I know you can do it because I know I do it. I do it on my phone, and I try to stay under, I don't want to sound bad, but I try to stay under 4 hours a day. Even with me uploading, getting back to everybody, emails, DMs, I try to stay under 4 hours a day. And I do that normally during business hours and about an hour after work. Now, 4 hours, I think sounds bad, but that is 4 hours of digital. Your eyes are stuck and glued to digital. So look at those hours. If you guys can pause the video right now, go look at how many hours or minutes you spend on your phone a day and comment in the video below. Because what I want to do is I kind of want to get a little analysis here of what an average person spends a day. If I'm not mistaken, I remember reading a few years back an article, and it was a tech article. It was like, I don't know, I want to say it was like an hour and 45. I think that was your average span for the average people to spend on their phone. Again, that's an average. Not everybody does that. People do more, people do less. But an hour and 45 minutes. Did you guys ever look at LOWRIDER for an hour and 45 minutes? No. Most of you guys know. As you run out, it's only like 70 pages or 80 pages or whatever it was. You could read that thing probably 3 times in that amount of time. But the reason I say I feel like LOWRIDER can only go up from here is because if you look at how much time you spent on your phone and you put it in the comments below, we could average that time together. Then you can average that time and you can see what could actually possibly be done and how much time you guys actually spend on your phone or on a computer or on a tablet versus how much time you actually spent reading a hard copy. Now those numbers are going to be drastic, I guarantee it, because everyone's on their phone. Drive through traffic and literally just look out. You'll see a glow. Like literally, if they don't have tinted windows, you're going to see a glow at night, and everyone has their phone out, which obviously is bad and for safety, but it's just kind of the society we live in today. So I say don't take this in a negative way, guys. I feel like they could only grow from here. I feel like there could be endless possibilities on what can actually be done. I mean, how cool would it be to do a full walkthrough with LOWRIDER and doing a walkthrough on a full build? Now, you only get, and excuse me, guys, because again, this is my opinions, but you're gonna get these little crappy pictures in the magazine. I'm sorry, LOWRIDER, again. I'm very sorry, but there's these little crappy pictures that you can't see what the guy's doing or drilling realistically. You kind of get an idea of it, but the pictures are so small you don't see it. Digitally, you could expand it. You could blow it up. You could get it bigger. But on top of that, you get unlimited time for content. So I feel like it could just, I mean, me personally, I feel like there could be so many possibilities for LOWRIDER at this point. And again, a lot of you guys are taking it bad and taking it negative, and like the world is ending, and I get it. It is a big change, and people don't like change. But I feel like it's a change for good. And hopefully, if LOWRIDER grasps what's going on here, and which I feel like they will, because LOWRIDER is now owned by a very, very big company, which is doing very good in their other aspects of their business. I feel like from here on out, it's going to be a great turnout. I'm saying hopefully, LOWRIDER team together with some of the other YouTubers that do videos already, like myself, RJ Tickler. I know even though you're running other product in your car, I'm just kidding, man. No, but RJ Tickler, like he's another one. Like there's not a lot of LOWRIDER content on YouTube, and that's where I think it lacks. And now this is where it kind of gets sketchy, because you got to be careful, because anyone could express their opinion on there or their style or their build, and it could go south very, very bad. But you guys got to understand too that everyone's expressing their self and their opinion. So it's the way they do their cars or the way they do their style. It's not necessarily the 100% correct way, or it could be 100% wrong. I mean, who knows? But it's expression, and you could, even though if the video is wrong from somebody else, doesn't mean you can't learn something from them. So to kind of wrap this video up, because again, this video in my eyes is going to be kind of boring for a lot of you guys. I just think, even though it does suck to see the hard copy go away, and it does suck because people always aim to have their car in lowrider, and they want to have either a cover car or a centerfold car or just a feature. Now I feel like that is going to change a little bit because the whole idea of having a hard copy is gone. But the difference on that is now you have a copy. If they do start doing tech better and they start doing the articles better and a little more digitally focused, I feel like this is something that's going to leave a digital imprint forever. And you're talking about 5-6 generations down the road, this stuff digitally could still be there rather than a deteriorating piece of paper or magazine. So again, there's always two sides to everything. You got to remember, lowrider is a business. It is about numbers. It is about making the money to profit to pay obviously everyone that it takes to go and get lowrider rolling. You know, there's more than just, you know, the editor and then more than just the photographer. There's other people behind the scenes that you guys don't see, you know, obviously, that make all this happen. And with that kind of being said, I'm 100% grateful for everyone that has ever, you know, worked at lowrider. Everyone that I have crossed paths with at lowrider, from, you know, being the judges to being just the staff to being, you know, photographers to being editors, stuff like that. I'm very grateful for what the magazine has done for us in our business, where it has taken us in the past 30 years. And I'm pretty sure, you know, my dad kind of has a lot to say about that too, but I don't know if I maybe get his opinion on it later. But I think there's only room for improvement here and only growth from this point on. So guys, that kind of is going to wrap up my little, I don't want to say rant, but my little story on it, how I feel, my opinions, I should say. I guess it's really my opinions on how I see this whole thing. A lot of people see it bad. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people are like, it is what it is. I see it as positive. Even though it is bad that the hard copy's gone, but realistically, I couldn't tell you the last time I personally bought a hard copy. Because they're bulky, they're long, they're you know, even if you go and store 12 months of magazines, you know, where it's gonna sit in a milk crate somewhere. So digital is the thing to be. Digital is the way to go. Everything is progressing. As you can see, we are pushing our website sales. As you see, you know, we push the YouTube because it's just more interaction. It is unlimited time. I don't know what time we're at on this video right now, but it is unlimited time. So guys, to wrap this all up, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have your opinions, drop it down in the comments below. Give me a big like, a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys don't subscribe. 85.6% of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed to my videos. How do I know that? Because YouTube tells me. So guys, subscribe, please, please, because what it does, it makes these videos pop up better. And for what we're doing right now, with the whole algorithm of how YouTube works, the more likes, the more subscribes, the more shares, the more it does, it is going to generate more videos popping up on your guys' lowrider, you know, on YouTube, but lowrider related. So it's only going to benefit you guys more than anything. It doesn't benefit me whatsoever, really. It benefits you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Again, Alex here from Hoppos with my opinions. Remember, my opinions. So you guys have a great night. Thank you. Hopefully this video gets uploaded tonight for you guys. You guys can drop your comments below, your opinions below, your thoughts, your comments, your memories on lowrider, anything you guys want to express in the comments below, drop it below. And I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you guys. Bye.